Hi, this is Kevin from Goin Batty. Hey, we've got some new chickens we want to show you. There's some cool things going on. Check this out. So we got some new silkies. 4 new silkies making a home in the chicken tractor. And I believe in their little nesting box right there, we might have a surprise. So let's check it out. And there it is. 1 egg. We'll take it. No problem. 1 silky egg. 1 of many, we hope. We use our eggs for a lot of different cooking needs, and we also have opportunity to hatch them and sell the chicks sometimes. And so we're hoping that we can get a broody mama going and let nature take its course and brood some eggs. We've got a rooster in there that's a silky, and we're looking forward to maybe hatching some baby silkies. We'll see how it goes. How you doing, chickadoos? We've learned a lot from a lot of people who have taught us about chickens, and they're free range and they dig around, and we move the fence around so they can have greens. It's tough in the winter because there's not a whole lot of green grass, but believe it or not, the greens do come back in the winter and in the middle of winter, and they're able to dig around and find the bugs and the green stuff that they need. Here's our resident quacker right there. She is the loudest of them all. She lays some great eggs too, so we're pretty excited. They're getting used to each other. We don't put them in with the mix yet because we want them to get to know all the other birds, and we don't let the rooster in with the others because we don't want a mix of silky and reds, or silky and Australorp or whatever. So we just kind of keep them separate and move the chicken tractor around, and it works out pretty good. So we made a little change. We moved the chicken tractor outside of the coop so that the silkies could move around and eat some of this green grass. And what we'll do is we'll just every day move the chicken tractor to a new place so they can get new bugs, new green grass. And we're gonna build a second chicken tractor so that we can put more chickens in that so they can enjoy the grass and don't have to be cooped up by the fence. So anyway, it seems to be working pretty well. Our chicken tractor is mobile, but it's also a good little space for a small amount of chickens, so we can move it around and they can be safe but enjoy all the green grass and the bugs and everything that the yard has to offer. So there you go. We relocated the fence, and look who came out to enjoy all the green grass. So they'll be picking at this. We'll let them completely graze on it until it's decimated, and then we'll move it back into another green area as things grow back. So we've got a couple of places. We're in the chicken business, but we're also in the growing grass business. Growing grass is so important as you guys are feeding, not as you guys, but as we are feeding our animals. The animals dig for bugs. They find all kinds of worms. The grass just provides so much food for your chickens, and it's just an amazing resource, and it's so easy to do. So you know, when you think about mowing your lawn in the summer, if you're a chicken owner, you really got to keep that in mind as you're moving your chickens around, that they're going to be your lawnmowers maybe as you go through your yard.
So that's our duck. If you see how the duck, that chicken and that duck, they both have 2 different ways of pecking. That duck, it burrows into the ground because it doesn't have as sharp as a beak as a chicken. The duck has to burrow into the ground and to dig up the grass, while the chicken can just pull up the grass.
An army of fluffy butts looking for bugs. So this is the area they were just in. If you notice, There are some green areas, but that's where things were sitting. That's where the chicken tractor was sitting. But most of it's muddy. Most of it's decimated. We're gonna let that area grow back, and over the next couple of weeks, we'll have a new place for the chickens to eat. The grass still grows in the wintertime, and so it's important that you rotate through it so they have plenty of different kinds of opportunities to eat. We do a chicken feed supplement that's not GMO. We let them free range. We think the best food for our chickens to eat is out here. It seems to be working. We get some pretty gorgeous eggs. Some folks have asked us about our electric fence. We like it. It gives us mobility so that we can change things around. It's not always the most ideal thing in the world, but it does the job, and the chickens seem to respect the fence and don't get caught up or hurt or anything like that. So it works for us. It keeps it mobile. Makes it changing up the pasture is a lot different. It only takes like 15 minutes compared to an entire day. So we prefer that, and it seems to be working for us. As we go, we will get more fencing and make it a little bigger, make it a little more dynamic. This is Dot. She's our resident barred rock, and she will just come up to you looking for all kinds of food. Hi, Dot. What's up? You see how her comb is really nice and red? That's what you're looking for in your chickens. I think you really want to see those red combs sticking out. A healthy chicken has a healthy red comb. Our Australorp over there, her comb hasn't quite come in because she's still kind of a young chicken, she's still kind of developing. But when you see chickens that have pale or pink combs, something's going down with them, and you better think twice before you eat them or eat their eggs. If you look at a lot of mass-produced chickens, you're going to see a lot of those pink combs, and they're going to lay the eggs that you buy at your grocery stores. So we prefer the free range. We prefer chickens to eat what God intended them to eat: bugs, mice, grass, clover, on and on and on and on and on. So we'll even give them scraps from the table sometimes as a treat. But anyway, these are our chickens, and we're really blessed to have them. So I wanted to take a second and show you our compost pile. We've got kind of two compost piles, and we do all of our chicken poop into these compost piles, and we mix it with leaves and grass and tree branches and just anything that we think will kind of deteriorate. Anything that we don't feel we can feed the chickens. We use cardboard in there as well. We don't feed our chickens onions or onion peels. They just won't eat that stuff, and eggshells are fantastic for your compost pile. We turn this on a regular basis, but chicken poop can't be used immediately on your garden. The chicken poop will definitely burn your plants. So you have to have it there for about 6 months. Mix it in with the other stuff that you find from your yard, any kind of greenery that you're trimming off of a bush, or any kind of grass that you're cutting works really well. And so that creates a compost pile that's just really rich and awesome for planting. I would really like to see us add some cow poop and some other kinds of animal poop to the compost pile, just to mix it up a little bit and to get some good dirt. But we let this sit for quite a while. We don't mess with it most of the winter. It just sits here, and it just inside there's all kinds of worms and bugs just eating away at everything. And then we'll look at it come April or May and turn it and see if it's ready to use. And if it is, great. If not, we'll keep it sitting and add more to it. So those are our compost piles. With your compost, one thing you want to remember is not to add orange peels to it. It can't have certain things in it. We don't feed our chickens potatoes or potato skins or any of that kind of stuff. We'll put it in with our compost as well. We'd love to hear from you guys about what else is good to go in a compost pile. So underneath where there's comments and suggestions, just do us a favor and leave a comment about what you think should be in our compost pile. We're still learning. We're on a journey and we don't know everything there is to know about gardening. But we'll use coffee, we'll use tea bags, we'll use all kinds of stuff. And we just love your feedback on what to put in there and what not to put in there. And we're learning, and so we appreciate anything you have to offer. This is our compost pile. So behind me is our makeshift greenhouse. This greenhouse we're going to use for a lot of different things in planting. As it gets warmer and the snow kind of goes away, we're going to put our some of our seedlings in there, some plants that we don't want to see get frost. If you have any ideas about the greenhouse, boy, we sure could use it. We've never really used a greenhouse, and we're not sure how best to create an environment inside the greenhouse. But one thing we did hear, and this was from the Resistance Chicks, and we really appreciate this feedback, is that compost inside your greenhouse will keep it warm. So if you put a pile of compost in your greenhouse, it's gonna heat up, and it's going to heat up the greenhouse. And so we're going to try that and see how it works, and hopefully that'll make a warm environment for all that stuff. So keep checking us out, and we'll let you know how that goes.